Today we are going to do an angelic activation for healers and light workers who struggle with sharing themselves, sharing their gifts online, expressing themselves in the world, getting their message out there to ultimately call in their beautiful soulmate clients and the people that they are meant to help. So if this sounds like you, if you're feeling blocked in this area, then watch this, because this is going to help you to shift through some stuff. We're going to do some powerful energetic work. We're going to do some clearing with light language. We're going to call in the angelics, and we're going to ask them to support us in manifesting the next level in our business, in our lives. We're going to do all of that. Okay, so first of all, my name is Amy, Activation Amy, and I am a light language activation guide and channel, an intuitive business mentor for healers and light workers who would love to create a beautiful soul aligned business, and they want to do that in a way that feels really in alignment, really in flow, and really is just an expression of who they are. Okay, so first of all, before we go into that, I want to let you know that I do have an amazing offer on at the moment, which is called the Light Language Portal. So it's a beautiful membership space that I've been running now for the past 6 or 7 months. And each month, if you are intrigued by light language, we have 2 activation workshops. Okay, so we have a workshop where we're doing a quantum healing journey, and we're doing an activation of working with a different guide, and then we have a healing and practice session. As well as that, there's absolutely hours of recorded content in there on past live masterclasses, as well as a beginner section for those that are right at the start of their journey. So if this is you, you're intrigued by light language, you're a healer, a light worker, or whether you're at the start of your spiritual journey and it's just something that you find really fascinating, come and join this space. I will support you. The beautiful souls in this space, it's just an amazing community, and everyone is so supportive, and you're going to really progress if light language is what you are really called to. Also, I just want to say that light language is incredibly powerful for deepening your connection with your heart, speaking your soul's truth, and connecting with your guides. Now, I'm going to do a light language clearing for you today. We're going to do a bit of quantum healing and energy work, okay? So, if you are a healer and you feel a bit blocked at the moment, because I know so many of you struggle with this, it's like you get in your heads, and I know I can do this as well, so this is just as much for me. It's like you get in your head, you want to share yourself, you want to share your work rather, okay? Share what you do, be of service. But when it comes to speaking your truth, it's just like there's this kind of block here, there's this like resistance here. And it's like, what you want to say, but it's like, why can't I just say it, right? And so we're going to do some energetic clearing on that today, okay? And I'm going to do a little challenge for you at the end as well, and you can let me know how it goes. I want you to bring a situation to mind, okay? So maybe it's like, maybe you've just had your Reiki training, your first Reiki training, and maybe it's time to go and practice on people, right? And it's time to start talking to people about what you do. Maybe it's that you've been running a spiritual business for a little while now, and it's time to expand. Maybe you feel like you want to do public speaking, or maybe you feel like you want to do courses, maybe you want to go to the next level. Whatever it is for you, I just want you to bring that thing to mind for a moment. Okay, and I'll tell you what this looks like for me so I can talk you through the process, okay? So I've had my full-time business now, right? Full-time life purpose work. That's funny. I'm not going to edit that out because I can't be bothered. So I've been doing what's called my life purpose work now. And what I mean by that is the work that my soul feels called to, right? For about 2.5 years, I've been doing that full time. And I love it. I absolutely love what I do. However, more recently, the comfortable has started to get uncomfortable and it's not been giving me the same sense of joy. And I now know it's time to start expanding what I do and to work with groups, okay? And to start creating courses and things like that that can help a lot more people. However, I'm coming up against my own, let's say, edge, and there's a part of me that wants to hold this back out of fear. And that's why you see me do a lot of YouTube videos now, right? And you'll know that if you watch the past few videos that I've been coming up against stuff and I've been like, oh my God, this is really triggering. How do I deal with this? Right? And I'm sharing with you my journey and inviting you into my journey. Okay. If you feel so called or you resonate with what I'm saying, then, let me know. Come along and join in with me, right? Because we're all helping one another to grow. We're all helping one another to rise. So I'm bringing this like sense of uncomfortability, right? And I'm feeling it in my body, okay? So in my body, I am feeling it, I would say mostly in my solar plexus, in my stomach area. So think of the uncomfortable situation for you. And I'm just going to give you a minute to do that. And I want you to really feel, where is that in your body? I want you to allow that feeling of uncomfortableness. Don't try and push it away, just be with it. And I want you to bring love to it. I don't want you to try and get rid of it. I don't want you to give it a story. I just want you to bring love to it. And I want you to let that feeling know that it's okay. And I want you to let yourself know that you are doing brave things in the world, that you are safe to do this work, that it's okay that you feel like this in this moment or in any moment, and that you don't need to have resistance to it. But if that resistance comes up, that's okay as well. We're just going to feel that. And we're just going to be with that. And you're just going to breathe into it. And as you be with that feeling, as you allow that feeling, as you give that feeling presence, as you witness that feeling, and you don't make that feeling a part of your identity, you're just understanding that this is how you maybe feel about this thing in this moment. Knowing that all feelings will just move, just flow. And what we're going to do whilst we're feeling that feeling is we're going to bring it some love. We're going to bring that situation some love, right? Whatever that is for you. So for me, it's, as I mentioned, it's creating larger offerings that can hold more people. So as I'm holding space for more people, I'm also learning to hold more space for myself and my own emotions. And as we're doing that now, we're going to bring some energy work to this. And this is where the light codes come in. This is where the light language comes in. So I'm just going to speak some codes into the place where I feel that discomfort, not giving it any further story, but just allowing this energy to flow in here. And I want you to do the same as you hear this. And if it helps, maybe you can imagine or feel or sense that you have a beautiful angel, if you work with the angelics, I do, or light being, or whoever it is that you resonate with. And if you wish, You can work with source, because that is what we're doing here ultimately. Source, the source of love. However, I do love to work with the different guides and beings, because it helps me to connect with source in a deeper way, and that's what it's all about ultimately. So if it works for you, just call in an angelic being to help support you. Just imagine that angelic being is now merging with your own consciousness. You are one and the same. And I'm going to just channel, transmit some light codes to you. So this is my angel speaking to your angel. Okay, maybe you will feel like you want to respond after I've done this, and I will give you just a moment to do that. If you do wish to, that's fine. If you don't, great. You may find yourself making some sounds or wanting to make some movements. I want you to just allow that as well. Okay, so I'll begin now. Niarana hasutura italak arasha etenia. Nilaharanikia hesinia e. Nuk ut ushe it irahan yawae. Niala harakia nahya sina awat ushae. Hawat usharanya haso. Hasuna ai. Asunia rahai kiletia asut ushurayana. Inia hesina. Annukuarani e antasha e. Inila harakue. Ilakura hakimantak ut e anatera e. Nek unnera e. Innarahe ima. Imarawa iasi innakura iat esha innaka inna e. Just breathing these codes, breathing this energy into this space where you maybe felt you were holding on to some fear. Just bringing this love, bringing this light to this fear. Just allowing that to clear. Moving this up to the angelics, or whoever it is that you're working with, beings of light, beings of source, the divine itself flowing through you. You are one with the creator, because you are a creator being. And this is what the angelics and the different beings help us to remember. So as a healer, as a light worker, as a being that knows they are here to support and be in service of others, knowing that space has been made for your expansion, for your creative gifts, for your next level, I just want you to allow yourself to see yourself as the next level version of you. And maybe for you right now, that is just a feeling in this moment, and that's okay. Maybe it's a feeling of expansion. Maybe you feel a sense of empowerment, knowing that anything is possible. So when we let go of this resistance, when we are present with it, when we sit with the feeling, when we do not try to push it away, when we do not give it a further story of all the reasons why in the past maybe you felt like you were not ready or you were unworthy, when we just allow it, we sit with it, we let it be, we let it flow, and then we bring in the energy work. That is when we are able to allow in new creations, when we are saying yes to all of who we are. We do not need to stop that coming through anymore, which we know we want to bring forth into this beautiful world. So whilst you're here in this state, I want you to think of, bring this feeling of a new timeline, a new possibility, a new way of being. Now, as a healer, as somebody that wants to serve, what is it that you wish to do next? And I'm just going to give you a moment to allow yourself to bring that to mind. Okay, and for me, it looks like creating courses. It looks like creating workshops. I can see the people at the courses. I can feel them. I can feel their energy at the workshops. What is it for you? And just be with this energy, knowing that when you do this, you are jumping timelines because you are saying yes to it. It is here, it is now, and you have access to it. Sut ura yat eshe ia, keranaya han ta asha e. Nalane e kirahatu, at usha et arae. Ik eraniha, innia ewa e, elat ura he ikimatanasha ia e. So knowing that this is now a part of your energy, you are one and the same. I'm going to challenge you this week to take an action on this. Take one step, one practical step forward. And if you don't know what that is right now, ask the angels, ask Source, ask your light beings to support you in knowing what that step would be. So it's not about fixating on the how, but the reality is when we are doing this work, when we have a healing business or some sort of life purpose work, there is an action to be taken in the physical. And maybe after this you want to just journal a little bit, okay, because you've already become the person, you already are the person that has what you want to bring forth now. And I want you to just journal on what that next step is, and I want you to take that next step this week and let us know in the comments what that next step is for accountability. And then when you've taken the step, let us know that you've taken the step. How powerful is that? So I'm going to share mine with you now. Okay, so my next step is going to be releasing a course on money manifestation for healers and light workers. And I'm going to start the process off in the next week of putting it out in the world. How exciting. Okay, so this week up until July the 19th, if you do feel called and if you want to know more about light language, working with the codes, how that applies to any situation that you're in, how you can use this energy, work with this frequency, work with this energy for manifesting your life purpose, activating your gifts, having confidence, clearing blocks, all of that, working with the guides, getting to know the different dialects, the different frequencies, and meeting lots of other beautiful like-minded souls, come and join me in the Light Language portal. It's at an amazing price until Friday. The doors are going to close after that. I don't know when I'm going to reopen them. So the time is now. If you are called, you can send me a message as well. And I'm sending you lots of love. And I will see you very soon.